From Spring, Texas, please welcome Logan Franklin.
I don't necessarily even remember what my old why was. I think my old why was really just determination of proving people wrong and trying to accomplish, every little thing that I could. My bodybuilding journey has changed tremendously since my son came into our lives.
Look at Dada! Dada! You see Dada? Yeah, you see Dada? You see Dada? Right, look at Dada, look at, see Dada?
But now it's your child looking up to you and looking at you and your actions and how you respond to situations. That's where the why comes from. And showing him that, with hard work, you can make any dream come alive. Like my new car. Yeah, another thing that changes when you become a dad is you no longer have your own toys. Little man gets his toys. It's pretty fast. Well, this used to be our living room, but it has turned into the playroom. A lot of toys. A lot of toys that you're like, how is this even a toy? You just step on them a lot of the times. These dinosaurs. There's a zillion of them. If you don't pick them all up. Yeah. Sorry, my son isn't here. We had a small opportunity to have a babysitter come, so his grandpa came and picked him up for the weekend. If I'm playing with my son, this one gets super jealous. Isn't that right, Bear? And what he'll do is he'll come in between us, and then because he gets to try to play, makes him want to try to play. So then you're overwhelmed with 3 little minions, just coming after you. Yeah, it's a lot of work being a dad. A stay-at-home dad. Let's see, the first time I held our son, you could just tell that your life changed instantly. Not to be cliche because you have a child, but you could feel the love, you can feel the innocence.
Especially because you looked at him and he looked exactly like you.
Yeah, yeah. I actually have a picture. I was able to take a picture the moment that he opened his eyes for the very first time. And it was right next to her head. They put his head like next to Marissa's, and I had my phone while they were holding him, and then he opened his eyes, and then I snapped it.
In general, watching him with Reese, because you never really know how your man is gonna be when you have a kid. Like you don't know. But Logan just all around has been such a good father, and I think that I'm definitely spoiled because I know a lot of women don't have men like this in their lives who take on so much responsibility and are so good with kids. So I've definitely been blessed, and it's obviously made me love him even more.
Becoming a father has changed my whole career just from the focusing aspect. Knowing now that every decision that I make is so important because it not only affects me, it affects my son's life, it affects Marissa's life, our entire family. Everything is more important, the decisions that I make. I have to be more precise with my preparations. I have to just be more in tune with what's going on and how I can improve and chase my dream, because I don't have time to waste. And that's the biggest thing, is just understanding that everything that I do is going to trickle back to my family.
If you don't really truly believe that you can be the best, then why are we doing this, right? Like, you have to have that, and he has that. And I've always told him it's so incredible because he honestly can manifest anything that he wants. I've never seen anybody who, if he wants something, he will do whatever it takes to get it, and he just always has. So even from after having Reese, his focus for bodybuilding has gotten even more intense, I feel like, in a good way. I mean, I don't mind it. I support him, obviously, because I want him to be his best, and it's a good example for our son, right?
So I guest posed at the Lila Brada Classic. It was a great experience for me, and it was perfect because I was able to have my son come, and some of my family was able to make it as well because right here in our backyard.
As soon as his dad went up, his face was so funny because he just stopped and he stared. Then he stood up and he was just staring at him the entire time. Like, he couldn't believe that his dad was on stage doing this. So I thought it was super cool because I didn't really know how he was going to react. I was like, oh, maybe he'd just be like looking up and down and like, okay, whatever. Because he sees his dad posing all the time. But no, he was glued to the stage watching his dad pose.
Hey, Reese, say what's up, everyone. Hello, Houston. My little man. So I qualified for the Olympia this year at the Sean Ray Hawaiian Classic last year. It was quite the experience, and on top of that, it was our first time in Hawaii. So winning the Sean Ray Hawaiian Classic and having that ticket to the Mr. Olympia, just it was a really big highlight on our trip. But then after that, we were able to actually enjoy an awesome vacation. We took some engagement photos there on some crazy location right on the water. There was rocks and the waves were crashing into the rocks. A lot of people said that I shouldn't have done it. I could have fallen and drowned, but whatever. It was awesome and worth it because we're still here. So I'm just truly appreciative and grateful that I found a woman that supports me and, you know, pushes me and helps me become a better man. My family is here for me, and they're the backbone to my drive, you know, so just truly grateful.